Welcome to Joypads for Goalposts. I'm Adam.
I'm Chris.
And we are here to rank every single football game ever made.
All
That's
the,
right.
all the good ones.
All the good ones.
All the bad ones.
Yep, that's right. All the good
we'll
ones.
find
and all
out
the
which
bad
ones are which.
So we're gonna each week we are gonna play 2 games and we're gonna rank them into a table. We're kind of going to do it each season. We'll have its own table, so there'll be a champion at the end of each season, and we'll also have a Hall of Fame that's going with the top 20 games of all time. Just because it's going to get a bit niggly-piggledy when we're deciding between what game goes between like position 112 and position 113.
Yeah.
But we will keep all of them listed somewhere up on our website, which is joypadsforgoalposts.com. Without further ado, we're going to start talking about games. We're going to kind of mark each game behind the scenes on their opening, so how they get you pumped up, ready to play, how easy it is to get into the games on the menus, sort of atmosphere we've got on the match day, what the graphics are like, what the controls are like, which includes things like free kicks, penalties, all that jazz, and then we're going to add all those together, and then we've got a chart going. It's a bit special, it's a special chart, it looks pretty good, where we will rank each game and reveal those at the end. So thanks for joining us, and here's the first game, Chris.
There we go.
FIFA International Soccer. Okay, we're going to do some facts about FIFA just before we kick off. So this is the first ever FIFA game known as FIFA International Soccer. Came out in 1993 and was developed by EA Canada's Extended Play Productions team, which I can only assume is what is now EA Vancouver. It's based on the sport of association football and tasks the player with controlling a football team. No shit. The game was positively received on release. Critics lauded the detail and animation of the footballers, the crowd sound effects, and the overall presentation. The game sold well, served as a packing game for the 3DO, and led to a sequel, FIFA Soccer 95. It sold around 300,000 copies in Europe, and 500,000 copies were made in the run-up to Christmas. Edge magazine praised the crowd sounds, the animations, but they did highlight they made for a slower game than one using a top-down view. Described it as more of a simulator than a console game. The legacy of the game is that FIFA still exists today. It's one of the few football games that still exist. The series, well, this is interesting. The series passed 100 million sales in 2010. EA's license to use the FIFA runs out in 2022.
Oh.
So maybe we'll get a new FIFA, or FIFA might not. Because one thing we'll notice is there were a lot more games that had licensed players back in the day. They used FIFA Pro and stuff. So maybe we'll find they won't have as many in the future.
I can't see giving that up easy though.
No, I can't either. Anyway, let's play some FIFA International Soccer. Stuff of modern games. It's a strong opening with EA Sports and digitalised speech.
And it's still in the game even to today, apparently.
Get all the important flags in there. Greece and Canada.
It already loses points for me because it says soccer. But you know, and I said the S word, which I refuse to do normally.
It's international though, don't forget.
But still,
It's
can't be doing with it.
Okay, good options menu so far.
That's some funky music. So, you want Germany again?
No, I don't want Germany. We should point out, we're going to test each of these games beforehand so that it's not just us fumbling around.
Who you want?
Keep going. I'll be France, they're pretty evenly matched.
Alright.
Good goalkeeper, that's what I want. Okay. That's pretty much stayed the same.
Yep.
Start. I don't want to change anything about my team. I've got confidence in my French boys.
Here we go.
So just kick straight off, no running on the pitch or anything. To use the ball early on. No commentary. Maybe it's a bit early for commentary. I forget.
And I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh! Keeper saves. Whew. And then does that. Oh, come on.
I don't even know what the pass button is.
I just said we'd already practiced. You
We
can't be saying
practiced,
stuff
but,
like that.
You know, I've already forgotten what the buttons are.
Can't account for your brain now. Oh.
Is there a run button? I'm not even sure.
Shoulders, probably. I'm not telling you. Oh!
Your keeper is not letting anything in. He's not faffing around, that's for sure. don't know how there hasn't been a throw in or a corner yet, to be honest.
It's competitive, that's why. I forgot to check something.
Doesn't matter.
No, that's alright.
It doesn't seem to matter how much I'm charging it up. Your keeper just stands there and grabs it like it's nothing.
I need to learn to play this game clearly because I keep fucking tackle. Also, no fouls. I just killed you there.
You were right. Yeah, I think you did just kill my player.
Come on. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that was close. I was sweating for a second.
Kind of.
But
That was a bit jammy.
If my keeper's any good as yours,
Oh! Fuck!
I don't even know how you're supposed to take a corner when you've got like a stupid little box.
Honking box, yeah.
It's like you're trying to take a picture or something. And I barely touched the button there.
Oof. Keeper didn't need his hands. Oh.
I'm also guessing that there's probably no offside in this game. Not that you can
They
tell.
added it later because I remember they used the same camera framing thing to be like, oh, there's the guilty player.
Because it's got that kind of view, you can't really tell whether anyone's offside
I
anyway.
suppose it could cheat it then and just pretend. No. Oh, last ditch tackle.
Oh,
An even better save from, I think he played in goal for France during this time. Fabien Barthez will guess that. No, he's not bald though. Oh no.
I've got a feeling that this game's going to end 0-0.
Nah, I've got a goal in me. We've played this before and I think I won. We should provide some context to why we're so interested in football games. When we did extra live streams, we'd always have a football competition, which you would inevitably win, but we'd try. Oh no! I swear that bounced off the back
I
of the goal.
swear, me too. That should have been in. But yeah, you're in the middle of something there. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
you
So-
always win, but it meant that we had an interest in finding more and more stupid football games each year. And there's some gems out there.
I gotta be
let's
honest, though, we're always pretty equal when it comes to
any sort of game.
yeah. Oh, I don't even know how you're tackling, if I'm honest. And anytime I get the ball, I think it's just, oh, what a goal! And look at that for a celebration.
Okay, this is all good. That adds to the
He
atmosphere.
hops up in the
Oh.
air a few times and stands by the line.
Bill
Good old,
Bruce.
good old Brucey.
Oh, horrendous. That's it, I've lost. My morale's shot. How the fuck did you even do that?
Oh. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
I have no idea, to be honest. I just smashed a couple of buttons and it happened. That's filth. I'll tackle your goalkeeper. Probably won't get sent off or nothing anyway, let's be honest.
Oh, come on. I'm off.
I know. Don't worry about the ball.
Okay, 1-0. He's still staying there. Maybe he's the groundsman as well. I only had one shot, really?
It's a bit one-sided.
I like this. Showing you the
Half-time
crowd.
report. Even if it is the same 5 guys.
Wait, does it ever get to the end of the pitch or just keeps going?
We should have watched that.
Maybe we'll get another one at full time.
Alright, here we go. All to play for.
Oh, don't tackle and then not even bother.
Oh, second half, and I finally figured out how to pass the ball properly.
Oh.
Now you're done for. Figured out everything, shooting and passing.
Oh, show off.
Oh, that was pure filth. There is definitely no fouls in this game.
Maybe
No,
we
no.
left them turned off.
Maybe. Oh God, how am I supposed to do anything with this?
Alright, FIFA's not my game.
keep
I did
it.
say from the start I don't like it.
I gotta say though, your keeper's been pretty good for you.
Yeah. Passing
What
amongst
kind of
themselves.
shot was that?
Going for the long ball. It's not how the French would usually play, but desperate means desperate measures. Nope, was holding the shoot button down then, didn't do anything. He clearly didn't fancy it. I don't blame him. A bit far out.
I thought it was like a cheeky little back heel there. That was what that was about, I don't know. He's also allowed to harass goalkeepers from the looks of it. Under attack.
Crowd are getting pissed off.
It's not looking good for Team Adam, that's all I can say.
It's one game. It's a long season.
That's all he had.
He didn't even try to catch that. It was so easy. Come on. Yeah. Oh, right. I've just realised.
I just figured out how to tackle too. Do you want me to give you a pro tip?
I know how to tackle. See?
Do you want me to give you a pro tip?
What?
Don't change your player.
Ever?
Nope. Because the AI guys go and get the ball for you anyway.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't hit the change player button once, and that was pretty impressive.
I've been hitting the change button.
I had no part in that, if I'm honest. I hit one button and the other guy did all the work.
Just have a shot. Come on.
I shouldn't have been telling you my tips, should I?
No. Now I'm all over it. Oh, I'm not though, really, am I? Let's be honest.
Scoring an own goal. Oh! Whew. Could have been 2-0.
Bollocks. That's what I think of this game.
I'll tell you what, FIFA 18 is half as good as this game. Getting my pre-order in.
Don't know why I bothered from there. Let's face it. It's never going to go in, but it was worth a try. Down on my luck here.
See that bit of skill?
Sort of nothing.
Led to nothing, but I'll take it. It's getting intense, ain't it? We're just hoofing it down the field.
I don't even know how long's left, because one weird thing I don't like about this game is no timer and no score whilst you're actually playing.
Yep.
Not that I'll forget the score, but...
Yeah, because normally, like, if we're playing FIFA 17, it'd be getting pretty intense now if you could see what the time was, right? You'd be like...
Yeah, rushing.
Panicking. Exactly.
I've got no concept of anything here. Oh, I guess that's the end.
That's it. Started your mean to go on. I think someone said that.
Yeah? Alright, well...
I'm quite happy with that game.
I only had 2 shots.
We're going to get the answer to our question right now.
Oh, whether this goes on forever.
Yeah.
Right, there's the end of the pitch. Please keep going, it would be brilliant. It just kept going in the pitch. Ah, it turns back around. Okay, it's cleverer than we gave it credit for. Okay, so the opening of the game's strong with EA Sports.
Yeah.
I personally don't think the atmosphere in the games is all that good.
There's not that much.
The cheering is very one tone.
Yeah.
You do get a half a goal celebration kind of.
Well, he does 2 hops and runs to the line. That's about it. The rest of the team don't seem too bothered in it, so.
No. Graphically, I think it looks good.
It looks alright.
Like, you've got to think of the era. So this came out 90s. So it does alright. In terms of modes, we've got all these different modes. Exhibition, league, playoffs, tournaments. I don't know what Restore does.
Probably. Settings, go back.
Oh, password. Oh, there's probably cheat modes. Okay. Anyway, the controls, this is where my problem comes with it. I think it's really sluggish.
Yep.
And I think it's because of the animations or something like that. They did a good job of, like, this was a cut above anything else at the time, animation-wise, but then there was a disconnect with the controls, I feel.
But
and I felt that back in the day. Like, I was never a FIFA guy back in the day.
I think you were either getting one or the other. Good controls or the animations.
Like, we'll get to other games later down the line, like Kickoff and Sensible Soccer. Didn't look as good as this.
Yep.
But boy, were they responsive and fast and, like, fun. And this didn't quite hit. We didn't get to try out penalties, and unfortunately, this game doesn't have a penalty mode, which a lot of games do have. so we don't get to try out the penalties.
Yep.
So that's it. So now we're going to go away and score each of the things in private. We're going to see where in the Hall of Fame this game is going to rank.
Yep.
We've ranked FIFA International Soccer. We ranked its opening, its menus, its atmosphere, its graphics, its controls. We both gave us each of those categories a score out of 10. And overall it got a score in the end. Out of 100, it got a score.
A respectable
score of 58. Now, part of what we should say in this as well, we've also added a modifier where we can argue about whether we think one game's better or the other, which is where, as time goes on, we may fall out over some games.
Definitely going to happen.
So I'm going to tell you where FIFA ranks, and then you get to decide whether you want to argue the point for it to rank any higher. So FIFA International Soccer ranks in at number 1. Now,
and right now,
do you want to argue whether it should rank at number 1?
I'm pretty happy with what we've got.
Okay. So there, FIFA International Soccer is the best football game of all time.
As it stands,
right now, today. So
especially since I won this particular one.
Yeah. So that's that. We will go on to the next game now, without further ado. Next up, Chris, we have a real...
Another classic.
Another classic, I would say. So this is Realsports Soccer for the Atari 2600. It came out in 1983. So I guess this underlines our commitment to go to the... This isn't the very beginning, there's earlier games. It's pretty early on. It got pretty good review scores at the time. Its highest review score was 75%, I saw on one of the other pages.
Oh, above average.
Its Metacritic rating is 50%, so it's average. This is where this process kind of is going to get tricky as well, because we have to try and review it as if we were reviewers back in the day.
Not today.
So 1983, to put that in context,
was before I was even born.
Before we were even born. Me too, even though they like to think I'm older. So in the context of when games were out, I'm trying to think like when Donkey Kong was a pretty... It was graphically, it looked very good. There was a lot going on. I'm trying to think when Donkey Kong came out in 1981, but in the arcade, the home version didn't look quite as good.
Probably not.
So who knows? We've got to try and put it in that context. It probably looks good for a number of shoddy Atari games. Like if we look at Pong came out in 1972. So we're looking somewhere between there, between Pong and Donkey Kong, where this is good. So it's better than Pong.
And this is probably one of the few football games you could get at the time, I would imagine.
I would have thought so, yeah. So we're playing this as part of the Atari Flashbacks Classic, because I wasn't going to go out and buy an Atari for one game. There's 2 football games on it, actually.
And plus it would probably be tricky to track down a soccer game.
Yep. So, the other thing we can look at this is you can look at the manual to kind of help us a little bit.
Already loses points for me because it uses the soccer word again.
So it does do that, but when you look on the box art, it also says football. So make your mind up what you think it is. So yeah, the manual helps gives us a bit of soccer fever. It's telling you so you're only playing the last game of the season here.
Yeah.
So there's not many modes on it.
So it's all to play for.
This is a great story. The Blue Defenders 2, the Red Rebels 2. And there's the gameplay. So we're kind of getting a sneak peek here. But yeah, if you want to know how to pass, there's only one button on the Atari. So yeah.
This is going to be interesting, that's all I can say.
Well, I think we should just get going. We're off! Just like that.
And I guess I'm the orange guys, I think.
Oh, okay.
You have to...
D-pad.
I was about to tell you my...
Oh.
Wait. There's no goalkeepers?
Okay.
You said D-pad.
Oh, wait.
I wasn't using the D-pad.
Okay, I can't use the stick for some reason. That could be a problem unique to this. I've just remembered something.
What do you remember?
I'm not going to tell you. I can't even get my player.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a run! Okay.
Cut short.
No!
Team Chris. Hammering them home.
Oh, Jesus.
Already got this in the bag, I think.
No.
Oh, come on, keeper. You non-existent goalkeeper.
Finally, I score a goal. Okay, right, I can't do this.
Oh, how did you do that? How did I do that?
The comeback is on!
You're not going to help me out at all? I see how it is.
I can't.
It's like Nidhogg.
It is!
Brilliant. Wow. Wow. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh. Wait. Oh, that was skill.
That was very good.
That was like a deft touch around me.
Wow. I have to say though.
Can't do it backwards though.
I have to say, considering how old it is, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I love the fact that it's like Nidhogg though.
It's not like that bad of a thing, but when you're playing, you expect it to be more.
It only does it with a player you're controlling at the time. Even the way it tells you which player you're controlling by slightly changing the colour.
Yeah.
It's clever. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I almost had that.
Oh, it's alright. Pass out to the wing. You got it. Eventually.
Oh, I screwed myself over there. The comeback is on.
This is honestly, this is good.
It's very tactical, like compared to
FIFA, or what we experienced at FIFA, I guess we should say.
I had that. You thief.
Oh, come on, go on. Oh, you wazzack. Long pass. Oh, I ran past that because I changed play at the wrong time. Oh.
Brilliant. that was pretty good, I gotta say. Oh. It's not looking good.
Oh, what did I do that for? Oh, so the players can't move lanes. I guess you can only have so many sprites per. Come on. Nope. Come on. Come on. Oh, dickhead. It's alright, Nidhogg's there.
Unreal. That's all I gotta say.
You know what? That makes him. I don't think that's what it's meant to. You know what I think it's meant to simulate? The fact that there's only 3 players on the pitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like now suddenly your defence becomes, if you run there, your defence becomes, oh go on. And that's it! I won!
That's it?
That is it!
Where's half time?
It says 5-minute game at
I
the top.
don't care. That's not what football
We'll turn
is.
it off then. If you're going to have a paddy about it.
Whatever.
Oh!
Is this your celebration? Everyone just runs backwards and forwards. Wow, I don't really think my team should be partaking in your celebration, if I'm honest.
It's once more.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I also don't like the celebration music.
So that was Realsports Soccer. Was ready to hate that, thinking it can't possibly be good.
I hate it a little because I lost, but
Okay,
I
but
was,
we've got to let not temper our...
I was pleasantly surprised, I have to say.
Okay.
Considering.
So let's just go through our categories and try and discuss them out a little bit. So opening kind of doesn't have one.
Non-existent.
We can't include.
You can't even give it. It has to go down as a 0. You can't give it anything.
But let's just have a quick look at this. The menu screen. So this demonstrates what the console looked like on the bottom.
Yeah.
It wasn't uncommon, or I don't think it was always the way they were.
Yeah.
Is these physical switches were used to change factors of the game rather than there being a menu.
Yeah.
So, for example, this lets us change to black and white, but it's not working. Oh, they had to change colour. I don't know what this does, but varying. You can have different types of games. So there, look. So we were playing on advanced 5-minute game, and it just resets it. But yeah, so it wasn't uncommon for games to kind of play with that a little bit.
Well, in terms of opening, it's non-existent.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I didn't
It's
even
hard
know-
to argue,
I
like-
didn't even know we were ready to play. So.
Thinking, oh, you were winning. That's not an excuse. You were winning. 2-0. In terms of menus, I think that's where this comes into play. It's more physical switches.
Yeah,
But
at the time. So
it lets you pick different modes. There's like a variety of different. For the time it was in, you had easy, intermediate, advanced, and different periods of time for each
and it's
game.
all pretty simple. So
It lets you pick colours, which means if you're colourblind,
that helps.
it would actually
Yep.
help, which is not bad, because green blue is, I would guess it's took use the background green, but I'm assuming some of these colours would be able to show up. Atmosphere, actually surprisingly good, because it's got good crowd sounds.
Yeah, especially when you score.
When you score.
it kicks up.
Yeah.
FIFA didn't really have that as much.
Graphics, I think they look pretty good for the time. It's got little touches like how the ball changes colour depending on who has it.
Yeah,
Your players change colour depending on who's controlling them.
so you can tell which one you're controlling at the time.
In terms of controls and how the game actually plays, the fact that there's no goalkeeper is brilliant. But how would you control one in this context?
Yeah,
I think the Nidhogg mechanic is pretty interesting.
yeah, because
And it's
obviously
clearly a workaround.
you couldn't fit any more players on screen at a
Yeah,
time. So
like-
how else
so
do you do it?
I actually
It was a
think-
stroke of genius, I
Yeah.
think. Even though it's like not really football, you just have to use your imagination a little bit.
Yeah.
That the guy goes off screen and this is a new guy coming
Yeah,
in from
this is
further up the pitch.
because otherwise, if you steal the ball off me here at the line
Yeah.
and I'm running back, I've got no chance of what was
No
my
hope.
striker getting
Yeah.
back now.
No hope.
So it does make sense.
Yeah.
I think the passing's pretty clean. And
Yeah.
we saw some pretty good moves
Yeah.
there. There was
Do the
You've got-
diagonals and
like being able to run. It's more responsive than FIFA in some respects.
yeah.
It's hard to argue that it
Because
isn't.
with the new animations,
yeah.
yeah, makes it harder.
And we did some like there was once when I like took it round you, and there was another time when I managed to pass it out to the wing and then back again.
Yep.
You didn't see me doing that in FIFA,
Like,
and that's not my
definitely
fault.
not. You're so safe.
Okay. So we're going to go away and rank this and see where it ranks in the pantheon of football games.
Okay.
Okay, Chris. So, Realsports Soccer. Do you want to tell us we're going to see where it goes first? So it could go in at number 2.
It's not too many places it could go.
Surprisingly, Realsports Soccer is in at number 1.
Higher than FIFA.
So it beat FIFA by 3 points due
And-
to our maths.
And
Got-
FIFA's still around to this day. No one's talking about real sports soccer.
That could have more to do with Atari completely collapsing beyond all belief.
Maybe.
So I guess we need to break down our score, kind of justify how this happened. So it got 61, so it ranked 3 points higher than FIFA did in all our
Even
mathematical
though it
equations.
fell down completely on its opening because
Yep.
it was non-existent.
It was non-existent. We did give it 20 for menus. We both couldn't fault how, in the context of the hardware buttons and the functionality,
Yep.
it did a perfect job. It helped that we read the manual beforehand, because this didn't pretend to be like all-encompassing and have league play or anything. It was, this is the last game of the season, go for it kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you were going to have your own tournaments, you would have done that with pen and paper back in the day. So it kind of is helped by that. So we couldn't mark it down. Atmosphere, we did realise some things when we were marking, how not only did it have crowd sounds, we also had a whistle blowing for the ball going in the back of net and a whistle blowing for kickoff,
Yeah.
which actually added to it. For me,
And
that added more.
The biggest things that let it down were just like no crowd and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But, and I guess in graphics we kind of marked it down as well, because there was no evidence of like a goal. It was literally the pitch.
Yeah.
And there are other
There's like no goal.
if you think of goal for the NES, which we've played before in the past, that has a goal. It
Yeah.
looks crappy and it's out of proportion, but it has a net.
Yeah.
This kind of didn't.
And it gained points for like the colours changing when you
Yeah.
pass the player or to each player,
yeah.
so you could see which one was which.
But the real revelation for me was how responsive the controls were. Like, there was some good goals in there.
Considering you've got one button
Yeah.
and one stick, you could control pretty well.
Yeah. So I think we've convinced each other that perhaps it deserves to wherever it is. Hopefully we've convinced the audience.
Yep.
Otherwise we're fucked. Because otherwise they ain't going to buy into this series at all. If this is where we are and it's not working, then damn it.
Yep.
But at the moment, as things stand, what is the best football game in the world?
It's Realsports football.
Okay, well that's it.
Yep.
That's our first episode. If you've made it to the end, tell us what's the think of a player's name, and they can put it in the comments.
I don't know.
Aspilicueta. The bonus points if you can spell it right as well.
You had to go with that one.
So if you made it to the end of this video, put Aspilicueta in the comments, and at least we know. Tell us what you think of the show, and we're going to go on and record more episodes.
Got to give us a like at least.
Yeah, like, and that's subscribe. And there's also that bell thing, right?
Yep, notification.
Notifications. You want to know when these things go live. The plan is they will go live every Friday night for the next 10 weeks as a warm-up to the weekend's football. Then we'll take a bit of time off to do some more research, and we'll be right back with season 2.
Yep.
But anyway, we'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye.